I have two flat acrylic lightsaber blades here. One of them is from Ripper Blades and one of them is from Kyberlight. Can you tell the difference? If you can, feel free to say so right now. Okay, well, okay, spoiler then. The one on the right, this is the Ripper Blades blade, and on the left we have a Kyberlight blade. And so how can we tell the difference? Well, one of the best ways that we can tell the difference is if we look up close like that. Now, if you look at the blade lightning, so the blade lightning is kind of this, this engraving on the blade. And with the Kyberlight blade, it's much more uniform, so it's the same diameter kind of throughout. Whereas with the Ripper Blades blade, we have some really wide sections right here, very narrow right here. So, you know, there's just a little bit more artistry to it. And I mean, if we look at price points and stuff, so Ripper Blades is much more of an artisan blade maker, whereas Kyberlight, it's more like they're mass producing the blades, so they do have different business models that way. Now we can see that the Kyberlight blade on the edges here, it's a little bit frosted. This Ripper Blades blade, it has a little bit of that going on, but not all that much. But you know, with Ripper Blades, it really depends on the blade model. So some of their lightsaber blades have a little bit more of a frosted edge like this, and other ones don't, kind of like the one that I have here. But really one of the nice features of Ripper Blades blades, I feel like I'm saying it twice kind of because I am, but just kind of the artistry to it, you know, so if you're looking for that type of thing, Ripper Blades is probably a good fit, and Kyberlight is more of an off-the-shelf type of product over here. Okay, so now if we turn these off, let's look a little bit closer too. Okay, so both types of blades, they use this kind of tang or stem on the bottom, and even that is a little bit different. So, I mean, both of them are set up the same way, where you have this flat blade portion and it's connected to this blade tang so that you can attach it to a lot of custom sabers, you know, and they're both designed for 1-inch diameter blades. Although with Ripper Blades, you can get different sizes of the tang, you know, for different diameter, or hilts that take different diameter blades. Kyberlight, they just do the 1-inch diameter blade. And you can see with the Kyberlight blade, we can see much more of the blade kind of attaching to the cylindrical piece. And it's not totally enclosed in that cylindrical piece there. With Ripper Blades, it is. And at least what I noticed with these two is the Kyberlight one. I mean, the one here, this is definitely a longer blade, but it seems a little more wiggly. And so this is definitely going to be kind of the weakest point on the blade. And so over time, you know, you may, over time, this will kind of stress this section of the blade. So, you know, that's pretty important for that to be sturdy. It seems a little bit sturdier with the Ripper Blades blade right here. So, I mean, those are most of the details I wanted to point out. Another key detail, though, just about the companies. They're very different companies, okay? So Kyberlight is mostly known for making the Kyberlight lightsaber, which is kind of this lightsaber where you can kind of customize, you can mix and match different components on the hilt and change it around. So, like here's a Kyberlight hilt. I can change, you know, the sleeve here. I can change the pommel. I can change the look of the saber. It comes with different colors, so it's an RGB lightsaber. You can cycle through different lightsaber colors, all of that. So, you know, that's really the whole point of Kyberlight. It seems like you can mix and match different accessories, different components on the lightsaber, and that's sort of the aim of the company. Now, Ripper Blades, on the other hand, Ripper Blades is just, you know, they just make blades. So they don't make lightsabers. They make a huge variety of blades, and some of them are highly ornate, highly artistic. They'll accept commissions. They have some really, really neat stuff. Ripper Blades is the originating company kind of behind the concept of the flat acrylic lightsaber blade. A lot of different companies make those now, or a lot of different companies and individuals make them now, but Ripper Blades was the first one. So it's much more of an artistic thing, and just that company, their focus, their emphasis is lightsaber blades, and that's both flat acrylic blades like this, but they also have some decorative kind of tube blades too. So it's just two very different companies, and just you're getting different products. So it's a little bit of a lower end product to get the Kyberlight blade, and the attention to detail. You get the cool blade lightning, but it's not quite as artistic as the Ripper Blades blade lightning, and just maybe the blade overall. So it just kind of depends what you want. Do you want like kind of a less expensive off-the-shelf type of product, or do you want a more artistic, blade kind of like this? So those are kind of my impressions of it anyway. Feel free to comment below. Do you have any flat acrylic blades by any of the blade companies? Just whichever company they're from, a lot of these flat acrylic blades have a really cool look to them, and they'll really wow a lot of people if they've never seen them before. So I'd recommend checking them out, and I'll link to both Kyberlight and Ripper Blades below if you're interested.